Before we start the video, I know you guys have been waiting a while for this, but I just opened the waitlist for my one-on-one coaching. If you want to see some serious changes to your body in the next 6 months, I strongly suggest you click that link in the description. I'm here to help you, so if you think you need my help, go ahead and check it out. Otherwise, let's start the video. As a complete beginner entering the world of calisthenics, you'll find yourself scrambling all over the internet looking for information on how to get started. And there's more than enough videos teaching you how to get started with the basics. But I don't feel like there are enough videos teaching you the mistakes to avoid when you first start, so that's what we're going to cover today. Starting off, number one on the list, I feel like this is a no-brainer, and I feel like it's repeated over and over and over, but people still refuse to do it: not warming up properly. I've seen way too many people magically appearing with injuries out of nowhere, and I asked them, well, did you warm up? And of course they respond with, yeah, I warmed up, obviously. I'm like, okay, what was your warm up? And oh, I did 10 jumping jacks. Oh, I did a couple push-ups. No. Yes, getting the blood flowing is an essential part of warming up, but you need to prep the parts of your body that you're about to use. For example, if you know you're working on handstands today, go up against the wall and do your handstand drills. If you know you're working on pull-ups or muscle-ups that day, do some scapular shrugs, do some dead hangs, active hangs, get your body ready. I can almost guarantee that most of your injuries could have been easily preventable if you took the time to properly warm up. Mistake number two is not staying consistent. Now, I know most of you are sitting there rolling your eyes right now, but yes, staying consistent is obvious, but you'd be surprised how many of you don't want to do it. If you have a schedule, stick to it. There is no, oh, I can't do it today, I'll move to tomorrow, oh, I'll restart the next week. No. If you had time to scroll through TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube today, you have time to do your workout. Moving on to mistake number three, you're not recording yourself. And I'm not talking about thirst traps in the bathroom. We all know what's in your eyes only. You need to record yourself when you're training so you can see the mistakes you make, especially for skills like the handstand. You would be amazed how much more progress you would make if you could watch back your VODs and see where your mistakes were. Not recording yourself is honestly a disservice to you and your time. You could save yourself hours of training incorrectly if you just took this one tip and implemented it right away. Moving on to mistake number four, this ties in perfectly with the last mistake: not using proper form when training. Now, I know this may seem obvious, but this is even more prevalent when training static skills. Now, imagine you've been training the planche for 6 months and you just really want a straddle planche hold. You just can't quite get it with the right form, so you let your arms bend a little bit, you let your back tip a little bit, just so you can get a hold of some kind. This is not only extremely dangerous, but it doesn't even look good. And now you're risking all the hours you've put into training this skill just so you can get a hold of some kind. It's not worth it. If a skill or exercise is too hard for you to perform, take it back a notch. There's no rush. You're only gonna put yourself at risk if you try to rush and skip past steps. So record yourself, watch yourself back, and make sure you're training the perfect form. And take your time, there's no rush. While we're on the topic of no rushing, mistake number five, do not skip past progressions and make sure you rest. You are not getting stronger while you're training in the gym. You're breaking your body down. You get stronger when you rest after you break your body down. So go home, eat, sleep, rest. You are in no rush, I promise you. Take a whole week off. You are not gonna get weaker. In fact, I recommend you take a week off. It's called a deload week. Little bonus tip in there. Take deload weeks every 3 to 4 weeks of your training. You know when your body just gets to that point where it's just not recovering as well as it used to, 1 to 2 days isn't doing it, a deload week will do you wonders. During that week, you can choose to do no training at all or do some light training and stretching. The whole point is to let your body fully recover. And while your body is fully recovering, I want you to think to yourself, am I really ready to move on to the next progression? 100% do strength tests. But if your body is telling you, bro, don't do this, probably don't do it. All right, you are not Goku. You do not have a chamber to get yourself back to 100%. If you injure yourself, you're out for days, weeks to months. That injury is not worth it ever. Be smart. And this is me yelling at you. All right, I know you're smart. You found this channel, you found this video, which means you're the most intelligent person on earth. And a quick another bonus tip for y'all, because I think this is actually very important. Do not neglect your mobility. Mobility training has to be the worst thing on earth. I know, do it. In a year from now, you are gonna thank yourself that you took the time to make sure that you are mobile. I can make a whole separate video showing you mobility exercises, but for now, just take my word for it, do it. And that's it. Thank you for watching to the end. Actually, this is for your benefit. You should be thanking me for I hope this video helped you guys out. If you have suggestions for what the next video should be, please comment them below. Otherwise, you have a great day.